The Great Aber is the highest mountain in the Bavarian forest, and it's popular with skiers. Helmets are becoming more commonplace on the piste here. With well-groomed runs and the latest in ski equipment, even beginners are racing down the slopes in no time. But they often overestimate their abilities.
New materials and improved technology, like you find in the carving ski, mean everyone has a Porsche under their feet. So it's not surprising that skiers are willing to take more risks. The equipment allows them to.
A few kilometers away, in the village of Lederdorn, the Uvex company manufactures ski helmets. Production began in 1998 with just a few thousand helmets rolling off the assembly lines. Today, Uvex produces around 360,000 helmets each year. An incredible amount of the work is still done by hand. Employees carefully apply decorative foil to the top of the wet helmets, later wiping the excess water away with a piece of rubber. 160 people work at the Lederdorn plant, which also produces ski goggles. Numerous quality controls take place each day, more than required. When ventilation grills are fixed to helmets with the help of ultrasound, they really have to stay on. Uvex hopes to set itself apart from its competitors, especially the lower-priced ones, by focusing on quality. In the testing center, the helmets are cooled down to 25 degrees below 0 Celsius. Because even at such cold temperatures, the helmet must do what it's supposed to do, protect the skier's head. A crash test stimulates a collision in which the head is exposed to massive acceleration, measured in G-force. The helmet is supposed to help cushion the blow.
Most people have probably heard that race car drivers are exposed to a G-force of 5 or 6, and that astronauts in training will lose consciousness at 8G. But the human head, the skull, is actually capable of withstanding a G-force of 250 or even more. But only for a very, very short period of time.
A melon is used to demonstrate what's referred to as the spike test.
You can see that the spike has penetrated about 2 centimeters into the unprotected melon.
Now the test is repeated, but this time a helmet is placed over the melon. Out on the slopes, the spike would be a tree branch or the tip of a ski pole. The helmet has passed the test. While the spike punctured the outer shell, the melon has survived unscathed. Uvex is a family-owned business. Early on, the company decided to focus on mass-producing ski helmets, which has paid off during the current boom.
Of course, we can only increase capacity within the realm of possibility, but we're doing that. We tend to have less in stock than we may have had in the past, but we're supplying our partners, the specialist shops, as best we can.
Helmets are not yet mandatory at Germany's ski resorts. It's still up to the skiers themselves to decide whether or not to wear one. But more and more people are taking safety into account when they decide to take to Europe's slopes in winter.
It's actually better. You don't need a hat.
It's probably best to wear a helmet. A lot of people really race down the hill.
Better safe than sorry.
And the figures speak for themselves. Some 900,000 helmets were purchased in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland last year alone.